Hey everyone, so Couch to 5K today, and this is brought to you again, obviously, through the Farmington Recreation Department. I hope you guys are doing great with this and having a lot of fun. I know that I am. So we've been discussing last week the importance of leg strength and everything, and today I want to go over some dynamic stretches with you again. So remember, in our first video, we went over dynamic stretches the first time, which hopefully you've been remembering to do every single time to help prevent injury. Now remember, like I said before, I'm not a certified trainer. This is just something I love to do and I really enjoy doing. So make sure you're stretching, make sure you're taking care of your body, okay? And you're participating obviously at your own risk. But to get started, I want to increase the dynamic stretches and make them a little more challenging, but also because you guys have challenged yourselves more. You're working harder, you're running longer. So with that needs to come more care for your body and taking care of everything. So are you guys ready to get started? So the first stretch we're going to do is a hamstring stretch, which we talked about. Your hamstring last week runs on the back side of your quad, which is in the front, okay? So a hamstring stretch, remember dynamic stretch is a stretch with movement, okay? At the end, we'll do the static stretches. So we're going to walk and reach to our toes at the same time. So you're going to take a step and walk. And you should feel that all the way up through that hamstring, okay? Take another step and go down, and another step. Okay, I would say do about 10 of these. I'm just gonna show you a few at a time, okay guys? The next one is lateral leg swings, and we're gonna add a toe touch in the middle. So remember, just like from the other weeks, okay, you wanna start so your hips are lined right up, okay? So you're gonna do a lateral swing, come down, make sure you're centered, a toe touch, hold it a little bit if you need to, roll back up slowly, don't overwork your back too quickly, lateral leg swing, okay, and then obviously as you get going, you can get a little faster, but obviously roll up nice and slow, and just really keep stretching that. Now each time you go to do that lateral swing, it should hopefully get higher each time, working the inner thigh and your hip flexors, okay? So forward leg swing is basically the same, remember? And if you need to hold something to balance, sometimes that's harder and people need to, and that's okay. But zip up your core, work the core at the same time. So remember, you're just gonna go like this and back and forth, okay? Just forward leg swing, about 10 times on each side. Like I said, I'm going faster for you, okay? And then the other side. And you should be getting up higher each time. Okay, so the next one you might be a little bit funny doing, I do, and it's okay, but it's called a running hip adductor stretch, or an open gait. So a holding open gait is when you do this and you kind of go down each time and then you go back up and then you bring it together. But a running hip adductor is an open gait where you're actually going to take 2 steps, 1, 2, and circle around, okay? Don't over circle. Remember to be cautious and take care of your body. 1, 2, opposite leg. 1, 2, and I'm gonna go back to show you a few more. So 1, 2, and roll it. 1, 2, and roll them out. So probably do like 5 on each side, and you should definitely feel that in your hip flexor as well as in your glutes, okay? The next is a walking knee hug stretch, just like it sounds. Take a step and take a pause to hold that. 1, 2, again, opposite leg. Take a pause to hold it really tight. 1, 2. So remember, we do dynamic stretches before our runs because they get your body going and ready, but also, as you can see, I'm getting more out of breath, plus I'm talking, but it gets your heart rate ready for the great run, okay guys? Okay, so our next one is just gonna be arm circles, and we're gonna go forward. Remember, keep that core zipped up and tight. Pull that belly button in, guys, okay? We're gonna go forward for about 10, and then you're gonna go backwards for about 10. And if you're like me and you carry a lot of your stress in your upper shoulders, which I do, and in your neck, you can repeat that, but go bigger, because it's amazing how much we actually use our arms when we're running. So remember, you can always go back and watch that video when I talked about dropping your shoulders, doing the chin check, making sure you're lined, and arms down as you run, okay? The next one is hip circles, okay? So like I said before, feet are just gonna kind of be together, and just slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll go back for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I would do, like I said, 10 on each side. Now the next one is alternating mountain climbers. This is a great workout one to do and go full blast, but remember, we're just stretching out, so we're not gonna go full blast with running these. So you want your hands to start out underneath your shoulders, okay? So that way you're aligned and your posture is correct. You're gonna zip in your abs, okay? So pull that belly button in. You're gonna put both feet out, almost like you were doing a downward dog, but obviously we're not doing yoga right now, okay? And you're literally gonna alternate up and back, okay? And obviously it's a dynamic stretch because we're moving, but we're not doing where you run. I want you just to alternate up, hold it, alternate up, hold it. And you will feel that in your groin area, and it'll be a good stretch before you run. Lower back stretch. Okay, so this one, you're gonna lay down and over, exhale, inhale, back to center. Exhale, tap, back to center. Make sure you get your hips even. And back, center, and back. It's very important that you get your hips centered again so that you're not stretching too much, okay? Your last stretch for your dynamic stretches before our run, okay, is a windmill hamstring. And it's basically exactly kind of what it sounds like. So you're going to be here, you're going to take a step, go slow, don't rush. You're going to go down and put your leg out, roll back up together, take a step. Make sure you're getting your balance and your core together, okay? And another step. Okay, now, like I said, do about like 10 of those. Go forward, go back. Dynamic stretches, once again, are stretches with movement. Now, the goal for this week, 3 times this week, guys, okay? Run for 7 minutes. Walk for either 1 minute or 2. Do what is most comfortable for you. I'm just so proud of you guys for even doing this, okay? Do what you need to. Repeat it for 3 times. So, 7 times 3, 21. 21 minutes. We are gonna get to that 30 minutes in no time. You guys are doing great. I'm gonna get on my shoes, go for a run, and come back. So remember guys, grab your phone, check your laces, have a safe run. The Farmington Recs Department wants you to enjoy yourselves and always think of safety. Hey guys, finished my run. I just gotta do a couple minutes of walking and then let's go do our static stretches together. Hey guys, so back from walking, still a little winded, but it was a good run. I hope yours was too. So I wanted to remind you after your run, to do your static post-run stretches, okay? So remember that's your calf stretch, your quad stretch, IT band, standing hip flexor, hamstring, holding lunge, and a side stretch. So remember the static ones you do while you're standing still, and those are in the first video. So be sure to check those out, okay? And next week, those are gonna change up. So these are the dynamic stretches we did at the beginning. Now these can feel like a little bit of a workout, and they should. As you remember, I was a little bit out of breath too, and that's okay. It means that it's working for you, okay? So do these before each of your runs this week. Run 3 times this week, okay? Run for 7 minutes, walk for 1 or 2 in between, run another 7. Now if you feel able to just run the whole 21, 7 times 3, go for it. Run the whole 21 minutes. Do whatever works best for you guys. I hope you have a great week. Have a good run. And don't forget, last week's video had a couple leg strengthening exercises. If it's raining and you can't get out there and do a run that day, push your run back another day and do your leg exercises, okay? Have a great week. Thanks, guys.